Vishal, what is it that you can tell us?
The latest is that, as you mentioned, there have been new attacks near the new facilities of Iran, Isfahan, and one other facility. Earlier in the day, there was a big attack on the main Natanz facility, which is the main uranium enrichment facility of Iran. That was attacked. That is supposed to be severely damaged. Iran has not commented on it, but many reports are saying it is severely damaged. And the latest from the other part of Middle East is that Yemeni Houthis, they have been also attacking Israel, and there have been sirens blaring across Israeli territory. But Israel has a really strong Iron Dome missile defense system, so they have intercepted all of the missiles fired from all the angles. So they are safe at the moment. But Iran has thousands of ballistic missiles that will pose a lot of danger. How far Iran is willing to go at the moment, that will define what happens in the region.
Yes, so this is a conflict that obviously is not just keeping the region, Vishal, but the entire world on tenterhooks with the kind of phase that it possibly could lead to. Do we have any more reactions? Because I do know that Dr. S. Jaishankar also earlier has taken to the social media, and he does say that he's spoken to the Iranian FM this evening on the latest situation. So New Delhi also keeping a very close watch.
That is correct. And also, just a few hours ago, PM Modi also spoke with the Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu. And there have been several quarters from the regions across the globe that have been asking both the parties to de-escalate, to exercise extreme caution, because as we've been reporting that the region sits on, the whole region is on edge at the moment because various nuclear sites have been damaged. IAEA, which is the apex atomic governing body of the world, they have so far said that there have been not much major damage to these facilities. There have not been any nuclear reactor damage or any leaks from these, high tension sites. But even then, there are other risks involved because US is also there, because there are at least 40,000 US troops in the Middle East that are at risk because Iranian regime directly holds US responsible, although US has been saying that it's not involved in the conflict, but Iran is not ready to accept that. It says that without the US's approval, Israel would not have gone through and executed this attack. So that is also another angle that will have to be looked at. And as you asked about the world reactions have been coming in all day. Leaders from across the globe have been telling both the parties, Israel and Iran, to exercise extreme caution, with whether it's EU or Italy or France. They've all been speaking to each other and assembling and speaking in unison that both the parties need to exercise extreme caution.
Oh yes. Now, we must also tell our viewers that why has something like this even escalated to a level here? But in the meantime, I think keep the information going, Vishal. We do know that there are advisories also that has been issued for citizens of India as far as living in both the countries are concerned. And as expected, there is widespread concern about those Indians there, and that's why we've been told that they must remain vigilant, continue to remain in touch with each other. Vishal, you want to add to this, and then we'll take this story ahead. We'll also get Melissa back into this conversation.
Well, that is right. And that advisory had come as soon as this strike started to happen. And India has reacted. India was one of the first countries to react by issuing that advisory and asking its citizens and also people of Indian origin who live in these places, especially Israel and Iran, to exercise extreme caution and also not have unnecessary travel arrangements in place. They have to keep indoors. They have to follow the local authorities. They have to follow the social media accounts of local embassies. So they have been asked to keep a close eye on the development so that they can take necessary actions. So India has issued a release and asked its citizens to be on edge and be prepared for any untoward incidents.
Okay, I'm just getting more information about certain fatalities also that are being reported. But like I said, it's still a developing situation, Vivek, right now. And we must just be careful about this. why has, the situation escalated to this level? We do know that Iran and its nuclear program clearly has been under the radar. There has been a lot of conversation about this. And not to forget the top Iranian military commanders who've been killed. We have those details also up on our screen. So just for the benefit of our viewers, Vishal, why don't you sum up what we know about this escalation, what has led to this, and what has happened in the last few hours?
So this attack was widely expected in the last 48 hours to 72 hours. There had been several reports in the US media, especially. They had been saying repeatedly that there would be a big scale attack on Iranian soil from the Israeli side. And the reason had been reported for a while now. It's been in the media for the last 2 to 3 months that, in fact, more than that, actually, for years, Israel has been concerned that Iran is enriching its uranium capacity, that it could have a nuclear weapon any moment. And the latest is that just about a month ago, an Austrian report had come in that said that Iran could have a nuclear weapon within a few weeks or probably within a few months, because the enrichment from 60% to 90% is just one step away. It does seem that the 30% could be big, but it's just one step away from a nuclear weapon category enrichment. So that is what Israelis are concerned about, that if Iran has nuclear weapons, it already has a big arsenal of ballistic missiles. It could be one of the biggest threats that the entire region or probably the rest of the world has. So that is what Israelis' concerns are. And these are, as they have mentioned, quote unquote, preemptive strikes. So they want these nuclear facilities that will probably manufacture the nuclear weapons to be derailed totally. So that is why these strikes have happened.